don't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, his eyes do see bricks safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the king of limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the king of limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the king of limbo. Yeah, he had defeated enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the king of limbo. Take it away, Rita, baby. That's cool.
I'm ready to begin. Let's get this on the road. It's just one of those days. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely not feeling it today, but you know, I'll feel worse if I don't stream. So I'm kind of just here by the spirit, by the graces. My family used to say, what? Oh, there's a new... Hold on. Why is there no sound? Oh, Lord. What is going on? Why is there no sound? Okay. Well, we're off to a great start. Let's see about this. Maybe it's the PlayStation. It could just be the PlayStation. Alright, the Switch works. No problem. Bro, I should just play Metroid. Every day I try to be a better person. I swear to God. Every day I try to be a better content creator. I should just give in to my base urges. Monday, Metroid Fusion. Tuesday, Wednesday, Metroid Prime. Thursday, Pikmin. Friday, Mario Sunshine. Saturday, Arceus. Sunday, Final Fantasy. Okay, Final Fantasy gotta be on Tuesday. And just rinse, repeat 500 again and 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 again until I have 0 subscribers. That's what I should do. Am I into horror games? Oh, hello, Devin. Yes, I like some horror games. I prefer horror games where you can actually fight back. I'm not usually into the games where you run away from people, which is why I will probably... Oh, speaking of which... Now, this is something that I say every year, and like, I don't know, maybe I'll do it this year. I would like to play a bunch of horror games I've never played for the channel this year. Because I kind of want to play, for example, like the Condemned games. I think I have both of them. I want to play Silent Hill Downpour. There's like a handful of games I want to play for the channel for October, including the Halloween special. I haven't done a Halloween special in many, many years. I would like to do a Halloween special this year. Darkwood? What's Darkwood on? Is it on PlayStation? Well, what I should first ask is, does it have a physical? That's the first thing I should ask. Oh boy, can you wait for GTA 6, dude? I can't wait. Wow, I'm so excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's gonna be great. Oh, this one, yeah. Darkwood. What the fuck is this? Can you actually, like, fight stuff? Oh, this is a top-down game. You know what? Maybe it'll go on sale for Halloween. Apparently, people really like it. Okay. Fucking wish list it. All right, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Don't dismiss it as oriented. I know. Trust me, absolutely incredible. Not sure if it has a physical, but probably not. It's insanely atmospheric. All right, you know what? For a Halloween stream, we have 2 different games we're gonna play for Halloween this year. Both of them recommended by Devin. Not on Halloween, but in the month of October, we will play them. One is gonna be Ghostbusters, the video game. I have to figure out where I bought it for. I think I bought it for PlayStation. I have no idea. Ghostbusters, the video game, and I guess Darkwood at some point. Since it comes highly recommended from the chat, I will do what the chat commands me occasionally, and they are both commanding me at the same time with megaphones and whips, so I'll do it. Ugh. Outside of that, there are a couple other... There is one game I want to play, and I would prefer to play... I gotta figure out my Wii U situation, but I would like to play it. I'll figure it out. I also should play Metroid Prime Hunters. Maybe I'll do that in November. That might be kind of fun. Alright, what about over here? There's gotta be something in this area, so let's go to Mingo Cave. Isn't Mingo what Luffy calls Doflamingo? At least in English. Alright, I'm AFK. Don't attack me. I'm not playing yet. I said don't. Okay, well, you could kill him. You could try, I guess. I'm not playing! I'm not playing, you fucking dick! It's like a 4-way brawl right now. Oh no, it's the Imperial Legion, dude. Okay. Okay, anyway. I haven't watched One Piece in so long. Yeah, in the dub at least. I don't know what he says in the sub. I don't watch sub. Much to the chagrin of like everyone I know. Sorry, I prefer to enjoy things in English. Who the fuck is hitting me? Ridiculous. Prime Hunters? Prime Hunters isn't that bad. Prime Hunters gets such a terrible rep for like no fucking reason. It's really not that bad. And honestly, Nintendo, and I said this with Luigi's Mansion 2 and it didn't happen, and I think it's gonna happen even less than for Luigi for Metroid, is it would be really cool if we got like a Prime collection. I really want to know what the logic was behind releasing Prime 1 Remastered and then proceeding to not remaster the other 2 games. That's like a very interesting, like, case in point turn of events. But whatever. I mean, listen. When is Prime coming out? By the way, I'm buying it digitally, so I might as well just fucking buy it digitally anyway. Where is this again? What is it? Metroid Prime 4, which so many people on Reddit were shitting their pants over, man. I could have told all of y'all it's still coming out this year. They haven't updated the Google yet, though. I could have told y'all it was still coming out this year. Like, it's definitely sliding in at the last minute, at basically December 4th. So December 4th, what day is that? Please tell me it's a Friday, so I could literally... Hello, computer. It's a Thursday. Fuck it. Let's see. Fuck it. I'm gonna play that shit. There's no stream on that Thursday. I'm gonna tell you right now, that stream is cooked. And I may call out of raid that day. I'm going to play that game until my eyes bleed. That's gonna be my whole afternoon, basically, in a nutshell. And he runs away. And he runs away. Where the fuck is he? Oh my god, dude. Dude, motherfuckers run too much in this game. Seriously. Didn't want to do that, thank you. Alright, how's it going over there, Martin? I think by default, Martin has now leveled up so much just by being with me. He can actually kind of tank some of these dudes. Like, he's not doing good damage. He should absolutely just use his magic. I don't know why it's like that. He refuses to use his magic at all, which is to his own detriment. I don't know why. Okay. It's literally in his best interest to use magic, and he refuses. Okay. Hit my elbow yesterday really hard, and I can't input Rebellion combo 2. What the fuck? What does that have to do with anything? Oh my fucking god, for real, dude? It's because he went off to fight him. He shouldn't have done that. Okay. I did talk with Gundam Otaku. I think we did agree to do DMC at some point. The electric shock you get on the nerve. Oh yeah, don't you love that? Especially on the knee. It's like you hit a reset button in your BIOS specifically for your knee. Isn't that great? We could all thank evolution for turning your joints into a bundle of nerves. Not even the funny bone, right? Like, sometimes you just hit your joint in a weird way, and it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. There's a sound effect that definitely describes how I feel about it, though. CIA torture bone. It's like when you're unable to crack a joint, you know, and it cracks weirdly, it doesn't crack correctly. It's sort of the same thing, you know, it's like, what the fuck? Why? You have to wait, like, time for it to reset. Because I'm a joint cracker, or specifically, I'm a finger cracker. You probably heard me do it from time to time. Like, it definitely... I wish I could even describe the feeling of it, honestly. It's really weird. There's no way I can, so I'm not even gonna try. Didn't have top form twinge my back. I could still feel, yeah, definitely lay it out. The back is also another thing that's terrible to... How is that not safe? The back is also a terrible thing to fuck up, for sure. I think I'm doing it 1 second too early. Look at that. I think that's the proper speed if it's hard, but for average, it stays up there longer. That's really weird. Wait till I shove my fist up your ass. Let's see how much you cry then, buddy. I'm gonna beat your girlfriend to death first. Okay, don't mind me. I'm getting my stamina back. Actually, can I level up block? Maybe this is the way to go. Maybe I level up block.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, what the hell? There you go. Look how little that gave me.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Yeah, something tells me we're not leveling up again. The amount of effort we're gonna have to put in to level up is gonna be insane.
Fall before me, Breton.
Okay.
Today you die.
Well, I mean, it's leveling up pretty fast.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
His hidden violent domestic abuse tendencies, you wish. Listen, I'm nice. I let them die together. How many villains would allow anyone to do that? Are you kidding me? I even let them keep their pants. And you know that's crazy. There's dudes in New York that'll rob you and steal your fucking underwear just because they can. I remember that happened down at Chambers Street. Thanks for trying to give me the out. Yeah, I was gonna give it. It's fine. Top form, good form. The fact is you're in the gym, which is already more than most people, myself included. I'm just over here winning the diet war. Which is also kind of why I feel like I'm low on energy. It's like, once I get to a point, I just have so much energy in a day, and I'm just not eating anything crazy or extra over the top. So once I'm out of energy, that's it. The day is actually just over. Sucks, but it is what it is. What I will do on this channel is I really want to go back to making more small-scale playthroughs like the old days. I think that's something I need to do. I need to spend, ironically, more time on the channel. That's not ironic. That's intentional. I need to start making more playthroughs again. Maybe I'll record something random tonight just because I feel like I'm in the mood for it. So I fear when I decide to put myself through a diet. Oh, dude, I feel terrible so many times. Like, sometimes I'll feel really good, but then sometimes I'll be like, dude, what the fuck am I doing this for anyway? But I'll stick with it. Like, I eat very little now. And what I eat is specifically also just as potent. Or I guess not as potent, right? It's rough, man. I'll tell you, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done. It would just be so easy. I mean, but I feel like my stomach has shrunk. Like, I don't eat as much as I used to. Because, like, back in the day, I would sit down. Like, remember when we were doing Fallout and I was like, oh, shit, I want to have some hot dogs for out of nowhere. I was feeling real patriotic playing a game in Boston for some reason. I would just go in the kitchen and make, like, 4 hot dogs. And obviously that was terrible. I shouldn't have done it. But, you know, now it's like I could barely probably even eat 1.5 and I would be full. And I don't even have hot dogs in the house anymore, so couldn't even do it even if I wanted to. The point is it sucks. It really does. It is the antithesis of feeling good, unfortunately. But, listen, I'm down like 40 pounds. It's getting insane how much weight I'm losing just by not eating like a slob 24/7. I found the ringleader before I found the upstairs. I don't even know where Martin went. Martin just fucked off on his own adventure. Flowing Greaves, fortify acrobatics. Well, you know it's light armor. Okay. Surprised I got that, actually. Oh my lord. Gold, the usual. Okay, thank you. Anything in here? No. How the hell do you get up top? How the hell do you do this? Oh, there's another door. We can't even do it from down here. Okay. I do remember you talking about hot dogs nearly every fall. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just started... Oh, he glitched out. That's why. What the fuck? I can't get over him. Thank you. What the hell is this? It was like a random piece of wood in the way and he couldn't path in. Okay, sure. Yeah, some people have high metabolisms. We're clearly not one of them. I'm a big eater and I crit. Why is there a will-o'-the-wisp here? Are you serious? Who the fuck is this? Dude, what the fuck? They all jumped down as soon as I left. I could kind of understand the programming behind it. It's just weird. I can't not loot the will-o'-wisp. Okay. Oh, that's a free lockpick. Gimme. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a big eater. Or at least I was. Now I don't. Now I eat basic shit. And like, it's filling in the day, but at nighttime, man, it's brutal. It sucks. That's partially why I'm just not feeling too good right now. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing major. It's just, you know, some days it gets to stream time and I'm like, oh, fuck. Here we go again. Mace of Putrefaction. Oh, great. And then I have to play a game with insanely low inventory options. All I want to do is carry a bunch of bullshit, and this game has to ruin it for me at every opportunity. Wait, is that a door? No. That was a vine. Okay. Alright, well, I think we've cleared this. There's no reason for me to stick around. My younger brother used to eat as much as I do, but never weigh more than 120. I'm so jealous, man. Like, imagine just being able to eat a whole bunch of bullshit all the time and just never gain weight and be moderately to extremely sedentary. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, some people just really have everything. You know what they say, as one of my new favorite quotes, God gives gold to fools. Truly. Narg, why would you want to attract cougars when you could go for someone your age? Like, don't get me wrong, people your age kind of suck because people my age kind of suck, but like, I don't know, man. Dude, you share all my habits, that's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what killed this dog. I genuinely have no idea, and this guy doesn't seem to care, so, oh well. I have no idea what killed the dog. It was not me, and I did not do it intentionally, and I just turned around and it was dead at some point, I think. I didn't want to do it. I'm a nice dude. Why the hell would I do that? Reflecting home, resist magic, who cares? Who cares? At this point, who gives a fuck? Transfer. People my age suck. Yeah, welcome to my life. Hello, Brat. I forget who that is. Oh, is that Athena? Wine Oblivion stream. Welcome. Welcome to time wasting the game. What was it? Charcoal. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to. What we'll do next time. This will probably. What the fuck? And it's super glitch, by the way. Look at that. This will definitely be the last Oblivion stream that we do in this manner. I'm probably just gonna go do the story after this, even though I'm sure there's other caves. Today I'm just not feeling story. Tomorrow I'll probably do some story. I'm sorry, next week I'll do some story in Oblivion. I feel like we're just gonna fly right through the story because it's not even gonna be a matter of leveling. I know that the story for Oblivion is what, 10 quests or 14 quests long, most of which are, you have to like find something. I forget exactly the steps you have to do. You have to find a couple things, and then you have to steal something. You have to steal the Mysterium Xarxes from one guy. We just follow him to his house. We lockpick his door, and hopefully we don't get seen, and then we just try to steal it off him. We just save load until we get it. And then there's the big fetch quest in Oblivion that we have to do, which we have a couple of the items for, I believe, just by virtue of playing the game, so thankfully we don't have to do too much, which is nice. You know what I am looking forward to, folks? I am absolutely looking forward to ZA. Even if ZA ends up being a complete disappointment and we only get maybe like 10, 15, 20 streams out of it, I'm still just looking forward to it because it'll be fun maybe just to dick around and just use megas or something every so often. And I know that that gets overplayed, right? We're not going to run it as long as Arceus, you know, but that'll at least be something. I am looking forward to it. ZA will kind of be nice. Just to, you know, it's been, the last time I played a Pokemon game, it pretty much defined my channel for 3 years. Even though it's modern Pokemon. What the hell? And I come from behind and snap her neck. She stops moving for some reason. It's a Bethesda game. Okay. Why would you want a Pokemon game set in rundown southern France? Well, that's the thing. It's set in central France. In fact, when they had what was it, Kalos in Gen 6, it was set in all parts of France. But there was rumors that there was more that they cut from the game, and they actually turned out to be true. Those rumors were true, that they actually had a whole set of areas planned for southern Kalos, and it never happened. And that's why some of the DLC for Gen 9... Scarlet Violet, they were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this dude died? Jesus Christ, it's a base level ogre. Die, thank you. They were like, wouldn't it be cool if for Gen 9 they let you go back to Kalos? And instead that never happened, and they were never planning it, because Spain connects to France in real life, not the way it does in in the Pokemon games, but they were rumoring it, and it just didn't happen. And I don't know, Lumio City is a pretty interesting place. You know, if you played it back in the day, it was pretty much the first really big major area that we had. You know, like Castelia City was cool, but it was 2D. Lumio City on the 3DS actually is like the first really major, really big Pokemon city. You know, if we were to get full-on like modern-day remakes, you'd like to think that a lot of the cities would have that level of attention. And to be fair, I don't think they've really matched it since then, which is really unfortunate, because it definitely had aura. Remember, on the 3DS, that shit was fire, man. I'll give X and Y some credit. They might not have great post-game, and you could tell a lot was cut from it. But, you know, I gotta give credit where credit's due. It was entertaining. It was a game that I spent 800 hours on, just playing and trading and staying up late to trade with the Japanese, and then playing online, and then playing with people on 4chan and all sorts of stuff. You know, it was fun. It was an era of Pokemon that I feel like got a lot of people back into it. And they really capitalized on the 3DS being a new console, right? Everyone wanted to play that. And I to this day regret not buying a 3DS when it was new, so that way I could play Pokemon or you know, all those other games on it. My name was supposed to show up as something else, so I was a little confused. Yeah, no worries. I have a reasonable memory of most of my viewers because I don't have a ton of viewers, so by default I kind of have to remember all of them, which is fine, whether they're long-time recurring regulars or one-off cameos. Ooh, I was not expecting that. That was a level up. That was really good. That was a level up, I think. Orcish helmet. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Even the game was like, we got to give you some skill points for that, buddy. Stream comments work different. Yeah, it's also glitched. YouTube is doing weird stuff with the restricted mode, so I don't know how much that's affecting me and my channel, but YouTube's obviously been doing stuff behind the scenes. So, who even knows, right? It could be anything. How have you been, Athena? It's been a little bit. Alright. What? Dude, what the fuck? These zergling hydralisk looking motherfuckers, dude. YouTube always on their nonsense, but I have to give credit to YouTube. Like, without it, I don't know if I'd be the same person I am today. I think that's why it hits people so much when they do weird stuff. You know, YouTube, without YouTube, I think an entire generation of people would be different. Now, whether they would be better off, I think depends on the content they consumed and, you know, the humor they had. For me, I think I would be a worse person. I wouldn't be as fulfilled not having a channel. I just wouldn't. It's really, yeah, it really is the only viable video sharing site, despite all the weird changes that they do that I disagree with. At the end of the day, YouTube does allow me to do stuff that pretty much I could do only in a diminished capacity, unlike Twitch. So I have to give them credit for what it's worth. I mean, you know, that's just kind of how it is, right? As much annoyance as I have and all the things they've done over the years, there's no other website that would let me do what I could do. And that's the same way I feel about America. There's no other country in the world that would let me do what I do the way I do it. So, running at a loss contributes to success. I mean, I think they just understand, like, without it, they might as well just keep the lock on it. I mean, it's Google, right? They're going to make $1 bajillion doing other stuff anyway. So what's the point? And there's no reason to even be picky about it. Like, oh, well, we'll just run at a loss. Maybe someday it'll be worth something. We hope. We hope they stay this nice forever. I'll fill you in on details next time we VC chat. Yeah, you know, if you ever want me to just hop in a chat, you know, if I'm not busy or working or anything, just let me know, you know? Just hit me up, say, hey, you know, I want to chat. I'll join for a bit. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad things are going well. Things are going well with most of my friends, which is good. Where the hell am I going? Someone's bound to make another site sometime within another decade. I mean, that's what people always say, and then it never happens. You know? people always say we're like a year or two away from a viable competitor. The only site that's had a viable competitor is Twitch with Kick. And who knows what's going to happen with Twitch getting pulled in to this whole shit show going on, which, to be fair, they are guilty of. They absolutely did allow themselves to become completely politically co-opted. So who knows what's going to happen with Twitch in the next couple of months. You know, you might see some leadership change. You might see entire internet laws change around it. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Whereas YouTube might do a... Can you even breathe? I know you're an enemy. Do you have infinite air? Just beat his belly. Okay, anyway. What the fuck was that? And super busy, all the chaos going, got to leave work pretty early today. I had more time. Very nice. That's what we love to see that. Small URL sharing? No, please. Look, there's nothing wrong with the way YouTube is now. Like, well, okay, there's a lot wrong, but it's still completely viable. I mean, if it wasn't, would we be here right now? This is why I backed up all my shit, by the way. This is why every single video I've ever made has been backed up time and time again. Just for the record. I run 2 backups. I need to update them because I haven't downloaded streams in like a week. Streams, playthroughs, everything. But yeah, you know, like anyone can make a YouTube channel and just start uploading, you know? So I have to give it to Google and YouTube. Like most other websites, you kind of have to prove your mettle a little bit before you can. Luckily, a lot of my accounts are old enough. I'm kind of grandfathered into a lot of these programs, so I never had to do the weird, like, you need to prove that you're a real person on this website thing, fortunately. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not giving my ID to any website, and that's exactly why the Dante's Inferno playthrough might never be uploaded. I would love to play it, but, you know, the game has tons of nudity and tons of everything. I can't put it on YouTube. I'm not taking that risk, especially not on my main channel, so... Yeah, YouTube is a genuine, huge part of human history. I think that's one thing all these social media sites are starting to get to, is that they're a part of the human record now, a digital human record. So without it, I mean, like, tons of history would be lost. And it could be stuff as silly as people doing stupid shit on the internet, right? It could be music videos, it could be anything, but it is a genuine part of human history. And not having that, I feel like, would be way worse. Did we go in the grottos? I don't remember. I love Ceres Fauna, Resident Evil LPs, but someday if they stop, it says they get fine because I was there for it. Yeah, you know, but at the end of the day, you kind of just want these things to exist forever. You know? There is a greater than 0% chance that someone 100 years from now will watch half or even like maybe a few videos of mine. So hello to you from 100 years from now. What's it like? When did I die? You're gonna have to look that one up. Maybe I'll be a brain in a vat. Fallout style. Okay, where didn't we go in here? Nowhere. We're done. Okay, cool. Let me get me the fuck out of here. I'm running in circles now. I mean, who knows what'll happen in the next 1,000 years, though. What I'm hoping is we get, like, some Sword Art style shit. Where, like, you could experience, like, at night you go to sleep and you enter the digital world, you know? Oh my god. And, like, in the digital world, time is dilated. So, like, you'll sleep for 8 hours or whatever. But in those 8 hours, it'll be, like, a year. So you actually feel like you've lived, like, thousands of years, and then you come back to real life. But I don't know, maybe that would fuck with people. Like, they're just trying to race through the day so they could get back to nighttime. So I don't know, maybe that's not the best thing. Obviously, there's tons of moral and ethical implications and obstacles. But wouldn't it be cool to just be like, all right, well, time to go to bed? Because I used to love going to sleep. Or, like, nighttime, I would just stay up real late. And what I would do is I would just watch YouTube videos This is way back in the day before I made my channel. This is a true story, by the way. Like, back in the day, I would stay up real late. I shouldn't have. It was a mistake. But most of 7th and 8th grade, and most parts of 8th grade, I would stay up real late and I would watch YouTube videos. Yeah, no worries. Have a good one. Have a good one, Athena. You take care. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it.
What brings you here? Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
This is just some random village. Okay.
Day.
But yeah, who knows? Maybe that'll be something that will happen someday. You'll be able to just play whatever you want, you know, do whatever you want, multiple hours a day at night. And I used to watch all kinds of shit. I used to watch the same stuff over and over. Machinimas from ages past. So, you know, some of the playthroughs I used to like from people. It was like every night. That was like DVR for me. Remember DVR? Of course you do. I would just late night from like 10 to... Oh, I should not have done that. That was crazy, man. I don't know how I did it. I would survive and go to school for 6.5 hours on like 3.5 hours of sleep. It was really bad. It was to the point where I couldn't really sleep properly because I was so used to staying up real late and staying up multiple hours playing World of Warcraft, maybe a DS video game, right? And I, you know, on my old MacBook, I would do this. And, you know, you might wonder, well, what were my parents doing? Well, my parents were either working or retired, and they were old, so that I could just do it and get away with it. It wasn't the great thing to do, but, you know, that's why, you know, like, I know we always say, like, you know, 18 is when you really get your responsibility. I really think a lot of your responsibility and your habits for, you know, working through responsibility have to start developing even as early as age 10. Especially if you're a dude, you got to learn responsibility real early because people do not hold the training wheels on for you for long. So a lot of my responsibility, you know, yeah, I wasn't the most responsible, but a lot of it came down to me running around, you know, or rather viewing all sorts of stuff on YouTube. And I you know, it was the wrong thing to do. I knew it wasn't the right thing to do. You know, I would come home and I just wanted to play games or do something. It was a time. It really was. Oh, great. Are these vampires? No, they're just wearing Daedric gear. Which unfortunately makes the game way less fun because everyone has way more HP. Still kind of exists in this version. They would have to completely redo this game from the bottom up, which I don't think they're doing ever. This is just the Oblivion experience. Oops. Alright, keep hitting me, stupid. It's just not fulfilling if you don't have power attacks, honestly. Shit! I didn't even deal the killing blow. Having a reflect ring on is broken by default. Alright, get up. Where's the other one? Okay. Once I hit 21, 22, I enter my night owl phase. Ironically, so I think I've told this story before, right? But when was it? In sophomore year. So in freshman year of high school, I kind of did it a little bit, but I kind of eased off it a bit because my classes were longer and more intense. So I kind of used to, I would stay up, but not as much, right? And my work was a little bit more strenuous. So what I ended up doing is in sophomore year, I would come home, do all my homework, and then go to sleep at like 7, wake up at like midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., and then try to play Xbox for like a couple hours, basically. Play like Black Ops 1 or something. And I said this, I would play with like friends and stuff. Like I had one friend who would also get up super early and go downstairs and play his Xbox. And we would party. We obviously couldn't do any call outs or anything. We would just play Call of Duty. And then, you know, he would just go to bed because he used to, you know, he used to have to make it seem like he wasn't doing that. I never got caught on that. Again, family working, family too old to really even understand this type of stuff. You know, but I was responsible. I did all my work. Try to sleep as much as you can during, because like I wasn't gonna get to play games. It wasn't until like junior year where I just said, look, I'm just gonna play video games whenever I want. And then I just did. And that's why a lot of my playthroughs from that era kind of started ballooning, because I was just able to play whenever I wanted. See, his magic is really good. He just never uses it for some reason. You cannot instruct him to only use magic. He's really kind of fucked up. Oh, Lord. I'm screwed. We're exactly even. Okay. Alright, let's come back. I was a gamer paranoid. She was randomly up at night checking on us and knew to check our game stations. Yeah, to see if they're hot. Because they wouldn't be hot in the middle of the night for no reason, yeah. See, that's what's going to be a little bit fucked. Is definitely, I know for a fact my kids are not going to be able to pull that one on me. Because I know all the tricks. I know all the tricks of the trade. Dodgers game is on. I didn't know you were a huge baseball fan. I thought you were shitposting when you said you're a baseball fan. Okay. No biggie. Yeah, the power brick of your 360, if it's warm, that means it's been on. Yeah, that's mostly what I did, is I gradually started to move more and more of my stuff out of the living room and into this room. So by high school, I was pretty much only ever playing in this room. And then my modern day setup, my setup used to be so ass, dude. Like I've said before, I used to play on this Windows XP. We had a Dell Windows XP monitor that was literally a square. Nowadays, every monitor is a rectangle. And what I would do is I would just play on that monitor. That's where I did the majority of my playthroughs. Is what I would do is I had a component to VGA converter that I used to run back in the day. You don't even have that anymore. I don't even know if I still have it. I might. And that's how I would hook up consoles. I would put them in the converter, plug the cords from that into my HD PVR, and then I would plug in whatever, you know, I had like a multi-console component thing going on. It was a wire that just had a bunch of different ends, right? You could plug it into different consoles and shit. And that's what I would do back in the day. That's how I did all my playthroughs. And you just make sure you split it so you get that real-time pass-through. Because when I used to record with the Dazzle, you couldn't really record with the Dazzle because it had delay. So that's why a lot of those old playthroughs, I would have to stop. The audio gets kind of desynced towards the end of every recording session, because that's just how bad the Dazzle was. But you just didn't have anything better. And I bought the Dazzle right before they started making recording, like actual Let's Play recording devices. Because I think it was really serendipitous that they just happened to make one of the best pieces of equipment for recording video games. They really made it to archive footage off of VCRs. That's really what the Dazzles were made for before the DVC 100s. You could go look them up. They look like a pork chop. Same shape, oblong shape or whatever. But that's really what they were made for, is they weren't really made for recording video games. It just happened that it worked that way. So nowadays, you know, everything has splitters, and I did eventually get some composite splitters, but it was kind of too late. Nowadays, I would be able to record no problem. Nowadays, you know, you have Elgatos, like the one I use, that have built-in pass-through that's instant. You know, this kind of tech wouldn't even exist for another, like, half a decade when I started recording. But that was like the beauty of playthroughs on YouTube. Everyone had a weird ass setup, and everyone's setup fucked up in a different way. And it's unfortunate that that era is completely dead and gone. But it was really funny, and you would watch some dudes, some people, I forget who, some people I used to watch make playthroughs used to remark like, oh, I literally burn a VHS and then I like rip the VHS using another thing. It was just a complete like random mess. It's like, who the fuck even does this? But that was the beauty of old YouTube. some dude you've never heard of, you know, speaking in a mic, you know, barely audible. Like nowadays, everyone has a presentation, right? Everyone has a showman. You know, people are more comfortable speaking into a microphone now than 20 years ago, right? Because now we, you know, that's like the entirety of online, basically, right? Is like you talk on Discord, you talk on TeamSpeak, you talk on whatever, right? I don't even know if Skype existed when I started back then. It's gone now, obviously. But, you know, nowadays, it's a completely different world with a completely different outlook. Yeah, Filthy Frank, right? All the legends started there. iDubbbz, for what it's worth, was one of the big ones back then. Nowadays, he's kind of the butt of many jokes because of his choice of female and partner. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ow. But that's how it was. It was a glorious time. You know, legends were made. History was made, even, I'd even say. I still periodically have random YouTubers I used to watch pop into my head. Yeah. I don't even know if the people that inspired me to do playthroughs are even still around. I probably watched at least half a dozen people regularly and only remember 3 of them. Because it's been so long and I don't have that YouTube account anymore that I used to use. I think that YouTube account was made before you had to tie a Google account to it, too. That's how old it was. Or is.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Damn! Fucked him up. You listen to some dude who sounds like he barely could even speak in front of a classroom of 10 people, you know, tell you his life story, how much he loves. Hilarious, very nice. How much he loves this video game that he's playing and all the things that he knows about it and things like that. And you know, it's sort of a level of intimacy with you know, obviously platonic intimacy that you just don't really get with a lot of other things, you know? No fucking way, dude. I barely loot this guy for everything he has and I'm already over encumbered. Are you serious? Damn, by over 100 pounds? Well, we're coming back. We'll take this just in case it despawns. I'm always paranoid of shit despawning in a Bethesda game. Fortunately, this is a very fast cave. T-Bone 105, All Chest Breach, Mr. 360 Games. I've never heard of that. But yeah, a lot of these people are just gone. They just simply do not make videos, or they've long since left and moved on, had families. Some of them may even have died. Who even knows? It's sad to think about, but it is definitely a greater than zero possibility that a lot of the people that, you know, you and I both watched are gone. Just simply either for one reason or another, gone. It does make me sad, but that's why I think YouTube is such an important part of human history. Because it's like, without that, you know, it's a window into the lives of a lot of people. A lot of people got their start in 08 when everything was fucked up. I never unsubbed. You still have the same account. That's lucky. I don't. Unfortunately, I wasn't very smart with how I did accounts back in the day. And I fully admit this, which is why this account is tied to a Gmail I don't really use outside of for YouTube. Which I guess makes it good because the only time it really gets dinged is whenever YouTube does something. But at the same time, like, I don't use this account really. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. What the fuck? But yeah, like, I don't have that account anymore. I don't even think it exists anymore. I never commented. I really should have commented on some of those old videos. I never was one to comment. I would just watch. But now, obviously, hindsight's 2020. You know, who knows when the last time I watched a video from half these people were. I know for a fact I have more videos than some of the people I used to watch. And I'm not saying that as like a brag or whatever, but, you know, just when you think about it. Okay. Just randomly comment, be like, yo, you know what's crazy? You inspired me like 15, 16 years ago to start making playthroughs of my own, and it has literally shaped the entire, like, fate of my life. It is genuinely one of the things I have the most fun doing, and you know, they'll never read it, but it's nice. It's nice to think about. This is the armor chest one, right? Grand Ring of Retribution. Yeah, I ain't gonna get much better than this. This is our in-game gear. Okay. All these weapons require soul gems to function anyway. My Wizard 101 account in Minecraft. Is Wizard 101 like Roblox before Roblox? That's another website that's in the crosshairs. Between Twitch and Discord allowing for all this radicalization and shit. And now Roblox is over here with like refusing to do anything about like 18 plus games and literal PDFs on their platform. It's some real shit. And they know about it and they act like it's different because they know about it. They don't do anything about it. Which makes it 20 times crazier. I know about the schlep shit. I mean, it's kind of impossible not to know about it. I've known that Roblox has had this problem for years. I've known about this. So if I've known about it for years, and my biggest experience with Roblox is playing BattleBit, which is a dead game now, which is really unfortunate, but also kind of not the worst thing ever because we're getting a new Battlefield that's not fucked up and DEI-ified, then it's been a thing for a long time. I think unless you're 18 plus, you weren't allowed to chat normally and to use their presets. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. Because it's just unfortunate. Like, I get it. If I was below the age of 18, right, I would know better. But that's me, and we can't assume that everyone operates and functions like me. Because I didn't really talk with people online until I was basically like 17 and 18. I was way late to the actual social media element with randoms and not just people you knew on Facebook. I was way late to that party. I stepped on that every single time. I was very late to that party. Because for me, it was just video games. I mean, like, most of my teen years are on this channel. Teens and 20s, so... You know, if you watch my shit, you pretty much have a complete unbarred window into all of that. If you were willing to put up with 240p quality for most of my existence, I guess. Okay. Hell's Gate, Old Bridge. There were a couple things back somewhere. I forget where. Horn Cave over here, I think. Hi, how are you? Let's fight. You know, it sucks because a lot of us get held back by that, but it's necessary because you just can't weed it out enough. And it's like a whole subgenre of YouTube video where it's just dudes outing people for messaging minors and shit. It's wacky, zany times, folks. Hell's Gate. Okay, whatever. Random athletics upgrade. Fat Bat Cave. What the fuck? I have to. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, I got this TV that I'm playing on right now a decade ago, actually, believe it or not. I got it for Ground Zeroes. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes was the first playthrough I made on this television. Because, I got a little bit of money, and I was like, you know what? It's finally time, right? Like, why am I going to continue to... What the fuck? I'm stunned. Get up. I thought I got one shot. What the fuck? Get up! I got a little bit of money. I was like, why am I going to continue playing on some shitty, you know, XP monitor or whatever? Like, why am I going to do that? And that monitor still worked, and I proceeded to use it for other stuff. But then I stopped. I think it finally conked out like a couple years ago, like 3 years ago. And I was just like, well, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. And that's life. You know, sometimes, you know, you just, good things happen. It is what it is. And, you know, since then, I mean, obviously everything's been different. You know, I started getting headsets. I used to record with 2 fucking headsets on my head with delayed dazzle gameplay. Nowadays, that would be like, it wouldn't even happen. Now you just have one headset. Everything does everything. Because OBS fast-forwarded content by, thank you, by light years. I couldn't imagine making content without OBS now. Because we would use the proprietary shit, and every proprietary program had something fucked up and weird about it. Ow. What this game needs are power moves. Need to have like combat skills or some shit. What the fuck? They just go for Martin every time, man. What the fuck? I'm a threat too, I promise. Well, maybe I'm the bigger threat. Look at that disarm. Okay, thanks for playing. That's all he had was a lockpick. I don't know where his weapon went. You know, the occasional problem wasn't actually systemic, probably because it's not nearly as social of a game. It's more of an MMO, which ironically should imply that it's more social, but that's fine. Hey, listen, I'm not going to say it should have a problem. I'm just more surprised that Roblox's problem is so well known that I know about it and they don't do anything about it. Now imagine being someone like Schlep, it's actually affected, and every time you bring it to their attention, they tell you that you're actually the problem. It's almost nauseating. Like, who is running PR? You know? And everything he does, he forwards to the cops, and Roblox is over here telling you, don't worry, we'll handle it, and then they proceed not to, and they demonstrably don't. That's some crazy shit. The whole situation is just insane. What killed him? I think he tried to get over the log and it knocked him out. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think he can jump. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's perfectly placed that he can't get around it, and every time he moves into it, it knocks him out. Come on. Come on, stupid. Oh, this is great. See, you'll never get this in any other... You know what? I'm making a save here. Alright. Someone has to remind me that this is the save. Bat cave. It's the best cave in the game. How many people ever got to see this? You have to bring Martin, because I don't know if there's even any other companions in this game. This might be genuinely the only companion in the game. I don't know. Does Oblivion have companions? Can you get that one dude who's like your biggest fan, or is that only in Starfield? And it shouldn't even hurt him, by the way. There's a couple of them. Okay, there's a couple of followers. Why is he not moving? Oh, he got through. Damn. Shit. No! Come on, come on. There's a couple. Temporary. Yeah, there's a lot of temporary ones. He gets a little bit further every time, which is why eventually he gets through it. Now this is just a straight Bethesda tier glitch. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I love it. I got the Eden Savage clears. It can be done with 6 people. All right, nice. See, she's adventurous. I'm jaded. I don't want to run. I don't want to do Shiva again. Are you kidding me? I hate that fight. I did that fight so many goddamn times. You know I'm a... Oh, forget that. I'm good. Congrats. And respect. You earned it. Dude, I could watch this all day. All fucking day. This is a clip, by the way. You're in a clip. Say hi, chat. You're in a clip. Yeah, when you see a Bethesda glitch, there's nothing else like it. Oh my god, that one was brutal. Now you see, this is making me happy. First we get Athena showing up, then we get an Ash sighting, then we get a glitch. Now this stream has proven its worth already. Holy shit. He really wrestled with that. I could watch this all day. Seriously. This is great. I don't think I need to go into modern recording history. Oh, yeah, very nice. I don't need to go into modern recording history. I feel like most of that is pretty self-evident. I think most people have... Oh my god, that was an instant knockdown. What the fuck, dude? Here you go, here you go. I got this. I got it. Ready. Watch this. I almost didn't put this on the soundboard today. Look who's really smart. I always prep ahead. Okay, we'll chill for another minute. I'm sorry. You have 4 or more followers, dude? What the fuck? Oh, Lord. Video games are a trip. You will never see this. What? Could you get this from a book? Could you get this from a movie? From a TV show? Only video games. Seriously. Let's see if I move away. Let's see if he can clip his way through, and then we'll get a move on. That's why I made this save, so I could do this forever. So remind me in like 5 years. Hey, remember that? He couldn't even stand up that time. Remind me in 5 years. Hey, could you boot up save number whatever in Oblivion and then just hop over the log and see if Martin can keep up with you? Yeah, someone needs to. Jesus Christ, he's actually struggling even harder. I think he's walking into it with more speed the further away I get. He is fucked up. God damn! Yo, it's like one of those obstacle courses of like a Nickelodeon show. Remember, what was those Nick channels that they had? They had Nickelodeon, Nick 2, Teen Nick. Oh, god damn it. Okay, whatever. We could reset. Do we get everything over here, like, actually? I know I'm dicking around. They had that one Nickelodeon channel where they would just have people run obstacle courses, I think. I forget what it was, because I haven't watched TV in ages like that. It's been too long. Way too long. In fact, let me make a new save so I don't accidentally save over that, because that shit's hilarious. Here you go, save game. Save 17, alright? Save 17. In fact, let me put that in the description of the video. It's because I know I'm going to forget it. And I'll be very sad that I forget it in a few years. Here we go. Alright. Hey, future S&P 1K. Load, save 17, and get Martin stuck on the log. Have fun and hope it cheers you up. And I won't put a gamer word there. Usually when I write stuff to future... Oh, shit! Usually when I write stuff to future me, I usually do. That's how I know it's legit. Anyway, nice frame rate. Peak, dude. Holy shit, that's so good. I love video games. You know what? You probably kill Eden's Promise before any real mechanics happen, and then you probably kill Gaia before she does any of her relativities at this item level. That's probably exactly what happens. And even if not, you definitely kill her before... I don't know what's the hardest relativity, to be honest. I feel like the relativities are easy compared to the apocalypses. Triple APOC and... No, double APOC I never really learned. And I just took the damage downs. I didn't really give a shit. But triple APOC has that knockback that's really nasty, and it can be really bad if you are like slightly off or don't really understand where to go. And I think it's you can't knockback immunity it. I never really learned how to do double APOC correctly, baiting that second hit, so I just bait the first hit. That's the glory of playing Warrior. You basically get to main tank for free and no one will tell you otherwise, because that's just how Warrior is. It's just a really good main tank. In Japan, they have Paladin main tank, which probably makes more sense for defensive mitigation. But I don't know, they just do things differently over there, so I can't really complain. Okay. What is it? Gaming in the Clinton years? And can we go back? I miss getting like Toys R Us circulars. You know? You walk into Toys R Us and you're just blown the fuck away by all the shit they have. It's not the same without him, man. Oh my god, they're all warlords. I got knocked down. You got knocked the fuck out, bitch. I can't get up. I can't get up. I don't have any block. Oh, my stamina. There's got to be a better stamina restore move, seriously. Like, at this point, there has to be. There's no way that there isn't. God damn. Okay. Maybe I should look it up, just purely to save time. It's not even because I really need it. I mean, at this point, I basically one-shot all these small little enemies. Everything else is just a health sponge. We're on that looter-shooter dynamic right now. Oh no. You know what? They have zombies that look like that in Time Splitters. That's why they look so familiar. Because Time Splitters really just had anybody be a playable character in the multiplayer. But you know, okay, I'm actually on the Reddit for Time Splitters, and one of the things that someone posted recently is that the reason why Cortez is dancing at the end of Time Splitters is because it's only him. Because he solved the events of Future Perfect, no one remembers him at all. So all of his friends that he made along the way, all the journeys and everything, they just simply either do not exist or they don't remember him. They all went off to lead happy lives because Cortez solved all the problems. It's actually kind of a bittersweet ending that you really wouldn't understand or get because Cortez is just dancing in a disco field, just having fun. Like, obviously, I don't think even they really thought that far ahead, which is fine, right? Like, it's definitely one of those, like, YouTube theories you read a little bit too much into. But it does make me kind of sad. It's like, you know, you meet all these cool characters throughout the campaign. Not a single one of them will remember you. It's really unfortunate. And that's what I like about that game, man. Time Splitters Future Perfect is genuinely a masterpiece of modern day, or I guess at the time, of modern day gaming. The problem is that, you know, it came out, what, 20 years ago now? I remember playing that game ages ago. And it sucks because it's just old and, you know, it's never going to really get the treatment and the love it deserves. It'll never get a sequel, never get a reboot. And if it did, you know, Monkey's Paw, it might suck. It might be DEI. It could be anything. So who knows, right? Like, it's just, unfortunately, this moment in time where people just made games and they were just fucking cool. You didn't have to worry about shit. Here's a game about time travel. And then we have weird mechanic segments where you play with yourself from the past. Genius. Never again. There's something about 2000s era, like, platformers and games. That itch will never be scratched for me. I feel like I want to play Spyro over and over because nothing really hits it. So, you know, it's like the same usual platformers. Spyro, Crash, Jack, Sly. Basically all of the non-Nintendo ones. See, he navigates that just fine. What the fuck? Why is it that one in particular that he's unable to get through? That's so weird. Like, all the non-Nintendo platformers are just so unique because they had to do something to be different. And good luck trying to find any of that today. What the fuck? No, I don't know. Get up. Get up. Okay. I know Viv was talking about ADS the other day, but ADS, I feel like ADS has helped a lot of games and hurt a lot of games. Hurt a few games. I don't know. I think it's a good mechanic. There's a lot of games I wish would get sequels. That's like my eternal copium, is all the games I like will never get sequels, largely because of corporate greed and mishandling. And nothing could be worse than that in my mind. That's like the most gruesome, terrible feeling ever. Here's this really good idea, this really good game, and it will never get a sequel because some asshole decided to ruin the last iteration of it. Huh. Well, that was close. I didn't even know that you could have the rocks fall on your head. Very interesting. Okay. Thank you, Bethesda. Actually trying to fucking troll me. Yeah, it's just shooting a dog you've had your whole life. You know, old Yeller. Old Yeller is finally showing her age, and instead of gracefully, you know, I mean, in this case, you could always just renew Old Yeller by, you know, giving her, I guess, a new coat, right? What do they call it? Taking her to a dog groomer, right? But, like, instead of just taking her to a dog groomer, you're like, ah, well, you know, that's work and effort. I have to drive you, and, you know, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just throw you out back with all the other dead dogs. Oh, great. I can't power attack because I'm... Oh my god, I'm over encumbered. I can't power attack. This is actually the hardest fight I think I've been in a while. Too bad I'm winning by doing nothing. Thank you. Okay. That was kind of the hardest fight I think I've done in a long time in this game. But not hard enough, because I didn't have to bust out the healing potions. I got all my potions back. Yeah, so surprised I didn't kill me. Yeah, what a shock. I'm running so fast. The rocks are probably supposed to fall sooner. Instead of just having an invisible wall, they're like, no, you could actually get crushed by the rocks. I mean, I guess it's realistic, right? Which raises a good point. Quick save. don't know, man. Just the state of the gaming industry for me has just been so fucked up for so many years. It's just been so fucked up, man. You know, you want to keep your head held high and you want to keep hopes up, but I think if anything we've learned... Dude, what is the most entertaining part of this game? He cannot make it past this, and I don't understand why. What the fuck? Why is he unable to... Oh, he made it. He's good. He's good. He's good. He made it over. He glitched over it. Yeah, for some reason this... Oh, because he tries to push it and it bounces back. Look at that. That's not supposed to happen. So if you do this over and over... Oh, shit. Yeah, that hurts. Alright, you know what? I'll give it to Martin. It would happen to me too if I couldn't jump. Okay. Dude, I could watch that all day, seriously. I'm sorry. It's the most entertaining thing I've done in this game in a while, dude. And it's not the switch re-triggering, I don't think. I think for some reason some logs are just permanently damage on. For some reason. Look at this. There you go. We have him wedged, I think. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Playing with fire a little too much. Yeah, so isn't it funny? The indie games start to have a good audience and like a good repertoire among gamers. So the first thing that they do, in your safety of course, is to start punishing indie devs for trying to make money and taking away their ability to make money if their game is NSFW or whatever. And they'll always move the goalposts. First it'll be games that depict certain things that maybe are a little nebulous and people might not like, and then they'll just move the goalposts slowly but surely. That's not lost on me. A couple years after indie devs were making bank selling like AVNs and all kinds of stuff, fast forward, now all of a sudden they can't do it anymore. Steam has to change how they allow it. Well, why? There's tons of scams on Steam that they never police all the fucking time. You know, like I said, and I don't want to be, maybe they are talking about it, maybe they aren't. You know, where's the Stop Killing Games initiative, people? Like, isn't this exactly the kind of stuff that shouldn't happen, even if it's a game you think is fucking terrible? Oh, I didn't loot everyone in that cave, but to be honest, it's whatever. Oh, hi. I got they just summoned dudes with corn rolls. Oops. Vest of Warding, okay. A lot of things are going to take a while to resolve, but I don't see it sticking around. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, like, you really have to wonder what's going to happen when they summon all these dudes to Congress to testify, because I think some of them are going to get really grilled. I don't know why Steam is getting summoned, personally. I don't understand. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, they're zooming away. What the hell is going on? What is this? Anyway. If it works with games that don't overstep their boundaries, yeah, it's getting to be one of those things. It's like, on one hand, they do have all these fucking weird radicalization places on Twitch and especially Discord, because I know, because I've seen them and I've been in them, and I think, what the fuck, how is this allowed? But on the other hand, it's definitely going to lead to government overreach. I mean, that's kind of, unfortunately, a knock-on effect of any of that. There's definitely got to be more shit here, by the way. It's going to lead to a lot of government overreach, which is going to be really fucking bad. It's nice when platforms police themselves, but they kind of have to do just that. They have to police themselves. And it worked on Steam until the payment processors got involved. Steam was just like, listen, as long as your game doesn't depict this very small amount of bullshit, we don't really care. Which is both good and bad, because there's a lot of things on Steam that are outright scams that they just don't do anything about. But whatever, it is what it is, right? That's what the comment section is for, which is fine. And things worked well. And now that era might be kind of over. So isn't that fun? Of course it is. Now Discord and Twitch and especially Reddit can get bent. I don't give a fuck about them. Reddit is a complete echo chamber. Poll is more unbiased than Reddit. It's really disgusting how fucked up Reddit is. Reddit might be good for like some things, like it's a good information hub if you like certain games and certain niche things, but like half the time Reddit is just overly political. It's just insane the way Reddit is today. And the rhetoric that they allow on it is absolutely outlandish. Yeah, like you really just gotta look at like only half of your Reddits and then just ignore the rest. They're all fucked up. You can't even go on r/comics or what was the one, images or something, without some massive political post. And it's just like, bro, I'm here to look at comics. That moment when 4chan has better moderation than Reddit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It could be a nothing burger as usual with the government, but it could be something, and that's why you don't want to roll the dice on it, because the one time it's not nothing, goodbye fun. Fuck is that? How far are we on acrobatics, by the way? I have no idea. Ice Atronach. Oh boy, well, we have to kill them. I resisted it, I don't even know how. Passively. Okay. Yeah, y'all are gonna be waiting on that list a long time. This shit's never happened. Oh shit! Oh my god, what the hell? Alright, nice. It would be nice just once to get something that positively affects gamers. That would be really dope if, you know, payment processors were forced to be neutral by law. That would be amazing, instead of playing judge, jury, and executioner on what people can sell. But they've been fucking with the Japanese forever over this. They've been telling them, oh, you wanna sell hentai? No, we won't let you do that, because they take a real strong moral stance against hentai, but not OnlyFans, which just is by definition just doesn't make any fucking sense. I really struggle to think of an argument that where it's like, oh, well, when real people do it, it's fine, but if you draw it, it's worse. I really struggle to figure that one out. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think there's a really sound argument you can make that doesn't just sound like, well, it's okay because we want to give more money. Like, it really just ends up being fuck the Japanese, kind of. Umbra? Who the fuck is Umbra? You have way too much health. Let me get my stamina back. God damn it. Shit. We're just swinging at each other. We're not even hitting. There's no soul gem in your inventory large enough to capture the soul. Ah, your killing has been observed by forces unseen. Are you serious? What the fuck? So this is actually a murder. But she attacked me. I didn't attack her. Is this legitimately just a murder that you just have to commit? Like, what am I supposed to do to stop her from hitting me? She's got unique shit, by the way. Look at this. What bullshit. Seven. 6. The greaves give how much? 11. The boots give not. My boots give 9. Her boots give 6. I mean, it's named gear, but it's worse than everything I have. I think this is technically related to some kind of Daedric quest. I don't think it's bad. Let's look it up before I fuck this up. Only because it gives me that that fucking pop-up. It's ridiculous. She can be found there who is not inherently hostile. Wait, she's not? Oh. Okay, there's even a specific thing on the Elder Scrolls wiki. Yeah, killing her counts as murder if she's attacked before getting the quest from the shrine. Okay. All right. God damn it. Fine. Because even I knew. I was like, what? This is murder. Okay. Let's see. Did I hit first out of instinct? Maybe I did. Let's see. Huh? What is that pain noise? Ooh. 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 Are you hostile? Yeah, she's hostile. What the fuck? Why? Okay, well, maybe she's killing the rats and all the other stuff. I don't know. I'm really confused by how this works. This is like a classic Bethesda thing. How do they even still write guides for Bethesda shit? Probably not. Okay, no, she's normal.
What?
What? Wow, there's actually nothing to say to her.
It is everything.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Umbra, it is everything. Alright, so that's the only reason to come in here. It is related to a quest, so there's no reason to kill her. Okay. I want to leave the quests open just in case I want to do them someday. You know, it's not a big deal. We don't need to take a weapon. We use fisticuffs anyway. Exclusively, we use fisticuffs. So. Wait, how do you do this? Got it. Gotta have hops, man. Who said white men can't jump? Okay. That's what I mean, like, just being able to walk in a direction and find shit is what makes a lot of Oblivion and Fallout really fun. You just look at a part of the map and see if you've seen everything there. And sometimes you haven't, and it's just worth going to check again. You never know. Apparently this is the place we need to go. I mean, I guess it's one of the few murders you could probably commit that is not going to get like a whole bunch of people angry at you. I don't think she's tied to any like town or anything. So you could probably kill her and get your free invitation to the Dark Brotherhood.
He is a hard master, but he delivers. I gave my word, and an orc honors his word.
Okay.
You approach the shrine of Clavicus Vile. You should not be here unless you have business with Lord Clavicus.
Prophet.
Intriguing fellow from what I've heard. A cut above the usual street corner rabble-rouser. He's the talk of Anvil, apparently. Daedra lords demand offerings and services. If you won't do as you're told, just forget about it. Here we worship Lord Clavicus. Do you have business with the Daedra?
What kind of business?
Many deals to be made, even with a god. You could find great wealth or painful death. If you wish to bargain with Clavicus Vile, approach with an offering of 500 gold and hope the Lord smiles on your offering.
Oh my god.
Great fortunes to you.
There you go.
A mortal! Wonderful. Always a pleasure. Perhaps you'll do service for me, mortal, and I'll reward you. A fair bargain, don't you think? You will retrieve for me a sword. A very special sword. It contains the soul of Umbra, a hero I have had dealings with in the past. Bring the sword to me, and I'll reward you with my mask. You'll not find a better bargain, mortal. Begin your search in Hell's Gate.
Alright, Clavicus Vile. I mean, we don't need to do that. We already know it's right over here. What the fuck?
Hello! Hey! Pay attention! In your pack, the dog. I swear,
What the fuck was it?
heroes aren't particularly quick on the uptake. Good. Got your attention.
What the fuck, you two? Now you inform me? Yeah, an hour and a half in.
Not that I've always been hound, or always been called Barbs. I've also been a red guard. For a while I was a scamp, making deals with orcs. But for now, I am his hound, and I serve the Lord Clavicus. A word of advice here. You've made a bad deal. This Umbra, bad business. Things always end badly where that one's concerned. Clavicus has always been a little blind to that, and it'll end badly this time too. So, just leave things be. Walk away. It's your best bet, really.
Barbas, the Hound of Clavicus Vile, has spoken to me through the figurine that appeared in my pack, telling me that returning this sword is a mistake, likely to cause great ruin to Vile's domain. Okay, well, we have to get the sword first. Whoop. Yeah, Viv, that's why it helps to be at least keeping the Discord on. You don't have to join, you don't have to chat, but I do send out the stream notification on Discord. You could also follow on Twitch, and maybe Twitch will buzz your phone or something. Okay. But yeah, we started a long time ago.
You risk much by speaking to me. You should leave this place. Now. Umbra is my blade. It is who I am. Who I was meant to be. For years I have fed my blade the souls of man and Mer. Warriors and priests, kings and paupers, men, women, and children, all have bled for me. I have seen them all fall, and still Umbra hungers for more.
Okay. Paul's Gate.
Do not speak to me of that place. It was another lifetime. It was before I became what I am now. Perhaps they sent you to kill me. Are they worried I might come in the night and burn their village down around them? No matter. I am what I've become, and I know my fate. But what of you? What is it you seek? My death? My blade? I offer you a choice. More than I have offered.
Uh-oh, you're scared, huh?
Stay here and die. Or leave now and live your life. Speak to me again when your mind is set. This your out, friend. Leave us alone. How about we just march on back to the shrine
and tell Clavicus the deal is off.
Well, isn't that bad?
He'll be a bit put off.
Okay.
You won't be dead. At least, you probably won't. That's better odds than you're getting here.
You know, let's see. Just because Umbria will feast on your soul. So basically, it's a sword that takes over whoever finds it. That's why they were talking about Pel's Gate, and she says, oh, it was another lifetime. Probably because the sword gradually, slowly takes over your mind. Until you're just the sword. You're not really you anymore. Hoop. Not gonna get me with that one, buddy. It's to quicken everyone else. Yeah, remember when they remastered Red Dead 1 and then didn't bring back the multiplayer? Couldn't be me. It's crazy how that came out, what, like a year ago or something? Like a year and a half ago, and it is just completely faded out of everything. Yeah, I love the Red Dead 1 multiplayer. You could dick around, you could do co-op, you could do versus, you could just run around the open world and just do random shit. It was so much fun in a way that GTA didn't really have, because it was just more open. You know, you weren't restricted by streets or whatever. You know, you just got to do whatever you want. Can I not do this? I did. I left in peace. Do I have to wait for him to show up? Found a random town with a wall and a saloon you could walk through. I remember that you could have like multiplayer. Every multiplayer game starts with a standoff. But what I found out once is, because one of my friends survived it, is that eventually the standoff times out and then the game just begins normal team death. Am I allowed to not do this?
Good day.
Your deal is made. Your deal. Go ahead. Go then.
I think I have to. I don't know if the quest is gonna let me not kill them. Oh Lord, here we go. Yeah, I miss it. It was definitely way fun. It was a different era. Oh, you have to tell her you're gonna walk away. Oh my god. Isn't this the same effect? I walked away without telling her I'm leaving now. Isn't that exactly what she wanted? That's ridiculous. Horse torpedo? No. It was definitely fun replaying it, because, you know, that's a game I used to play. Again, my high school years of playing like 10 different games at any given point with my friends will never be, it will never be overstated how crazy good those days were. Waking up super early, getting some waffles before going out, going to school, doing a whole bunch of stupid shit.
I assume you... A wise choice.
Okay.
I have spilled too much blood already, and though I hunger for more, spilling yours would not please me. Go now. Do not return.
Good move, kid.
Oh my fucking god.
Let's get back to the shrine. I'll smooth things over with the big guy. I'm sure he'll understand.
Just like when they had all those Halo 3 file share game modes. Good times. You just wouldn't get that today. Halo Infinite had the opportunity to be the revival of that, and they just fucking fumbled it. So now they're probably gonna have to wait for a new Halo game and just, like, I don't know, just have everything in it. Like, seriously, I don't get it. I don't get what the problem is. Just have every fucking thing in it. Everything possible, put it in. But you know how it is. They'll figure out a way to fuck it up. Apparently, we've forgotten the art of making a video game. How? In 2007, these motherfuckers were kings. In 2007, Call of Duty and Halo 3 basically drove the entertainment industry. Pretty much every YouTuber you've watched, or even some of you people in here right now, have played or, you know tons about Halo 3 and COD 4.
You will break our bargain? You dare trifle with me? Take care, mortal. Clavicus Vial watches you now and waits.
Okay.
Oh well, been good knowing you, kid. Back to being his hound for me. As for you, good luck, I guess. I've met worse.
Alright, quest over. I doubt anything even happens if you choose not to return the sword. Which basically means you just lose 500 gold for nothing. Wait, can't I just take the sword now? What if I go back and kill him? Are they not there anymore? Oh, you could kill her and just keep the sword now? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was thinking. Like, if unless she despawns, I'll just go back and take the sword for myself. It's actually really funny that, watch, they should have her teleport out. I wonder if it'll still be a murder, though. I mean, if it is a murder, at least that could technically get us into the Dark Brotherhood quest. But there's no way I'm doing the Dark Brotherhood quest because I'm not a stealth character. Like, I literally run around in clunky armor all day. There's no way I'm sneaking up on anyone in this game at all. Unless there's some way to power level sneak. You just walk a bunch? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Red Dead 2 just didn't hit me the same way.
There's nothing. Do not perhaps. No matter. I offer you. There's nothing. Umbra. Oh. Oh. I have seen them all.
Okay. Was that a fucking roar? What even is this debuff? Let's see. Damage health. Oh, we're bleeding. Okay, expert blade bleeding. Soul trap. Okay, that doesn't do anything for me. And a weakness to normal. Basically, she debuffs you, she sets you to bleeding, and she's trying to soul trap you, which doesn't do anything because you'll just get a game over anyway. It really doesn't even matter. I got Martin is like, I'm staying out of this one. This bitch look crazy.
The best you can do.
There's no soul gem in your inventory. Yeah, it's murder. What the fuck? So it's murder basically, no matter what. If you ever kill Umbra, it's automatically murder. Whatever. We'll take your loot. I mean, I guess it's just free murder, right? It's just a freebie. We could do whatever we want. Are you serious? Okay. It's a whole set, a special set of gear. All right, whatever. I mean, I guess I should sleep because here's what's gonna happen: is I'm gonna sleep to level up at some point. If we actually level up one more time, you won't get in trouble. No, I know I'm not gonna get in trouble, but here's what's gonna happen: like a stream or 2 or 3 from now, when I level up, I'm gonna get jump scared by whatever the guy's name, Lucian LeChance or whatever. I'm gonna get jump scared by him, and I'm gonna be like, "Who the fuck did I murder?" And Viff and Devin are both going to say, remember when you killed Umbra? And I'll be like, who the fuck is Umbra? And they'll be like, no, you don't remember that one stream with the log where you were running Martin into the log over and over again? Yeah, you went and you killed Umbra, and it counts as murder. It was the Daedric quest. How don't you remember it, Spray? And I'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. But if you're talking about it, it clearly did happen. I just don't remember it. There, I just sped ran some future stream, and it's going to be hilarious when you compare what I said right now to what I will say in about 3 to 4 weeks. No, I'm not going to remember it right now. Trust me, I will forget. It's going to be a month from now. Trust me, I'm going to forget it. And then one of you guys is going to be, and Devin will be like, don't you remember when I said you're going to remember it forever? How the fuck do you forget it? And I'll be like, what are you talking? Dude, I have no idea, Devin. I guess it did happen. Dude's going to be surprised. I found my crazy. I'm storing all the booze I find on the ship, and I like all of it. Outer Worlds is okay. It's not bad. It's just okay. For the rest of my natural born life, yeah, you wish. I will literally forget things and then randomly have that memory get unlocked like 10 years later. Look at that face. Face only a mother could love. Okay. You know what? That'll make for a great rant someday. Who the fuck is this? Who did I murder? And everyone in the chat knows but me, and I'll just forget it. Yeah, it's okay. It definitely scratches the itch that Starfield didn't fulfill, so I gotta give it a little bit of credit. I'm probably enjoying it more because it's not Starfield, but if I had played it 10 years ago, or what was it, 5-6 years ago when it came out, I probably wouldn't feel the same. That's kind of how I feel about it. I don't know. It's definitely very, very thick with its whole, like, corpo bad message, which is fine, because corpos are bad. Wow, blood lung. Lung not capitalized. Very nice. Feels like a speed run of New Vegas. Okay, well, at least it won't last too long, right? I think that's the #1 thing I'll say about all the games I'm streaming right now, is that they definitely, they're not short games. If there's anything to say about them, they're not short. So if we finish it in like 6 or 7 streams, maybe that's for the best. Okay. I don't think it makes a bad game just a bit heavy-handed. Yeah. Now who knows what they're going to do with the sequel. It's definitely one of those games I have zero faith in the modern era. Having played at least a little bit of it, I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Like, I feel like they're going to dial this shit up to 5 billion. You know, it's kind of like just on the edge of Borderlands. I've said before that I don't really enjoy Borderlands because Borderlands is way too memey of a franchise. It's just on the edge of being Borderlands for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just on the edge of being too over the top. And that's one of the things I don't like about Borderlands, is it's too over the top. It's hard to really even take any of it seriously, because 90% of it is other video game references and, like, really stupid bullshit. I don't know. I never could get into it. There is a Final Fantasy XIV reference in Borderlands 4, though. I did see that post. One of the guns is, such devastation, this was my intention. That's a quote from 14 where Baelsar says, such devastation, this was not my intention. Which is also said this raid tier. The rooftop is caved in, such devastation. It's a whole meme in Final Fantasy. Anyway. We'll be playing it on Friday, so if you're interested, we'll be playing it Friday afternoon. Tomorrow is Xenoblade. I think we're gonna try to make some more story progress in Xenoblade. We need to start wrapping up some of these games with the half a month we have left. I think the biggest nominee for wrapping things up is definitely going to be Shadows. Shadows feels and seems like the easiest game to wrap up to me, so that's what I'm going to focus on this weekend. I probably have to shift the stream earlier in the day. What the fuck? How's my... What noise was that? Two shields? What the hell? You playing Assassin's Creed? That's my job, is to run two shields the whole game and never change weapons. Someday someone's gonna comment on the Valhalla playthrough and be like, dude, what the fuck? This playthrough sucks. You only use shields the whole game? And I'll be like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious, isn't it? They literally let you dual wield any weapon, so of course I went for dual wielding shields. Why not? Spent the whole game, you just bash dudes' heads in. I just have to make sure that when I stream Shadows, I have a coffee and dopamine. And then at some point, I'm just going to stand up and we're just going to start, I don't know. I'm going to jump into an exercise routine. Not because of DVT, but just because I'm going to get bored. Now that's a game that's not even okay. It's just an overwhelming because beneath all the bullshit there's some good ideas and they're just executed horribly and the story is just completely like nonsensical. It's just a game that doesn't know what it wants to be, but in like the worst way possible. Because a lot of games that don't know what they want to be, usually there's like a silver lining, like it's still good in some aspects, but maybe not others. Shadows is just inferior in almost every way. In fact, that's why they have Mirage DLC. Which, hold on a second, actually. That's a very good point. Where the fuck is the Mirage DLC? How do we find it? Where is it? What's the name of it? Is it out yet? Am I losing my mind? There's supposed to be DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage coming out, so I guess I'll play that, right? I sure hope I'm not being trolled, but allegedly there's DLC coming out for it. Yeah, free DLC. A free DLC expansion set in the 9th century region of Alula in Saudi Arabia. A new story chapter, missions, and a new city alongside improvements for the base game. It was announced... Okay, it's still coming out. But to be fair, it was funded by a partnership with the Savvy Games Group in the country of Saudi Arabia. So maybe that's the reason why. It's just funny to me that the next game is out and this other game is getting new shit. Free of charge. Okay, so it's free. It's just not out yet. The Outer Worlds feels too much like them trying to make a Bethesda game without fully knowing what makes Bethesda games charming while trying to be Fallout New Vegas while having none of the team of Fallout New Vegas. That's a crazy way to describe it and probably the best way to put it, honestly. You're probably not wrong at all. It's like they know they want to make something big. They just don't understand what made it work the first time. So they're like trying to reverse engineer ingenuity and they just can't do it. That's a lot of games. Hey, this thing really worked before, and then, you know, they're just over here trying to basically make lightning strike twice. But, you know, once you open Pandora's box, you could never shut it. You know, once the lightning is out the bottle, you could never truly recapture it. Oh, shit, Martin. Whoops. Scared me. Did I do the Vicious Void Worlds on Astrobot? No. Astrobot got DLC? Oh yeah, it did. It got some of the new characters. I think 2B's in it or some shit. Clearly not. And if it takes this long to check for update, I think, yep. Alright, well maybe we'll revisit Astrobot after a year as well. I've totally forgot they added Astrobot DLC. This is the beauty of having such a huge storage in my PlayStation. I don't have to delete anything. Yeah, so maybe I'll revisit Astrobot. No, I did not try it. And Astrobot's one of my more favorite games of the last couple of years. Okay. No, totally, please. That's exactly why I didn't, you know, listen, I stream it for a reason. That's a very good throwback. I need to set up my schedule though for the next few months. So I need to get around to doing that. Very nice. I never did go back to 100%. No, I did 100% Astrobot. You have to grind coins, and I said I don't know if I'm doing that. That's like one of the only things I'm... Oh, damn, you fucked him up. That's like one of the few things I did not do on Astrobot is I did not have enough coins at the end of the game, Battle for Bikini Bottom style. Because I think I have most of the achievements in it. I don't think you could disarm these guys because they disappear. Yeah. Okay. I had no idea that fresh coffee explodes. What? It blew all my crap off the table. I recently did it, then got the platinum. I don't think I got the platinum for Astrobot. How the fuck you even check trophies on PlayStation now? It's so weird. Where the fuck is it? $77. Yeah, you have to earn all the prizes from the Gotcha Lab. Successfully dunk the basketball. Hidden trophy, hidden trophy, hidden trophy, hidden trophy. Thick as thieves. And then just, yeah, just mess around, right? Here you go. A lot of it is just messing around. I just didn't do it. That's all. Broke up a bot wall. This is definitely a totally doable platform. Yeah, I think all the challenge worlds were added afterwards. I don't think I even went back for any of them. Yeah, okay. Building speed, let it slide. Yeah, I have not played it. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll make it a stream thing then. That might be something good. Yeah, maybe I'll stream it instead of recording it. Because I've been itching to play a platformer, and I was thinking maybe I'll play the Crash Bandicoot collection, since I haven't played that in a while, and/or for the stream. But maybe I'll play that first, since that was actually a game I liked. I'll play the new stuff in it. Okay. The thing is, we have to kill some of the playthroughs we have going right now. So, we have to kill Shadows, we have to kill this game, which is just play this game, and then we have to defeat, Xenoblade, like, is just one of those forever games, so, like, we'll beat the main story, and then we'll just probably chill for a little bit, you know? Xenoblade is definitely one of those personal fulfillment games. And Outer Worlds as well. We just have to be doing streams. But I don't know, man, like, if I dunk Martin into Wayland Priory, then I won't be able to find any more funny glitches by having him as a companion. So I don't know, like, technically if I wanted to, I could just progress the story and then we could just be on the way out of here. But I don't know, you know, like, it wouldn't be the same if I just started to speed run right through it. We'd miss out on him getting stuck on a log and dying constantly, you know? Those are nasty worlds. They kick my ass a lot. Oh boy. Okay, well, yeah, basically I'm going to be revisiting some older games. That's cool. Is that it? Yes, sir. How much longer? Probably not much. It's already at 2 hours. I mean, so what is it, like 11:30? Yeah, not much longer, because I'm kind of tired anyway. So, I don't know, maybe we have one more stream of exploration, but I'm just going to keep saying that until we actually have nothing. I think we already did Fort Virtue, right? Yeah. We have to figure out what's down around here, which is more like we go back here and go south, I guess. So maybe that's what we do next time. Let me dump off my gear. Probably call it here too. That's crazy that Mirage is getting new DLC. That shit blew my mind. I thought it was a fucking troll. I can't be the only person getting trolled by the idea that Mirage is getting DLC. Like, you hear this, you're like, what the fuck? What kind of April Fool's out of date April Fool's joke is this? No, it's completely legitimate. Now, it might be bad. You know how these like really shoddy last minute DLCs are anyway, so it could be fucking awful. Who knows? It's not something to get excited about yet, or ever, potentially. But it is one of those things that you're kind of like, okay. Interesting. For all we know, it's going to be awful. Oh, it's considered a quest item, but it weighs nothing, so who gives a shit? Perfect. Even though the quest is over, we can never take it out of our inventory. That's interesting. So you're not on the way to something important? Okay, that's fair. Alright, let's save. I think I made that second save, right? Save 18? Yes, perfect. Alright. Oh. Alright, party people. That's all we've got for today. Perfect time to end. Tomorrow we will play Xenoblade. We're going to try to progress the story, right? Then maybe after we're done with the story or whatever, I'll come back and maybe dick around and do whatever, right? We'll definitely try to make some quest progression at least, if nothing else. For maybe another stream or two of exploring in Oblivion. Maybe. It depends how I feel. I do think it was worthwhile for me to not turn him in because I had some laughs at that stupid log thing. And yeah, very nice. All right, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thank you, Athena, for showing up. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Viv. Much appreciated. I will see you all tomorrow after my raid for more gameplay. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.